video, introduce myself as well as the car. So anyways, my name is Jay from Columbia, South Carolina, originally from Chicago, Illinois. I retired from the United States Army out here, and we just decided to stay in South Carolina, and so that's that. As far as the car goes, well, let me back up here. First of all, I have some talking points here, and I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to cover all of them. I don't want this to be a super long video, but I do want to cover some stuff so you all get to know me. So, why start a YouTube channel now? You know, I'm in my 40s. Why would I do that? Well, honestly, I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I guess I was lazy, nervous, didn't have the drive. But that all changed when I went to the Thaw Out 2.0 a few weeks ago, and I met some fellow YouTubers there, Turbo John, Billy the Kid, the Old Man, Tommy, Allison, a couple others, and I got to talk to a few of them, and that kind of helped me make up my mind on what I was going to do. I talked to Billy especially, and believe it or not, that kid, he's very inspirational. He's a very genuine person, and if this video makes it, you know, his way, Billy, I thank you. All right, so moving right along. So yeah, getting a late start, doing this YouTube thing. I'm not looking to get rich or famous. I'm just looking to put what I do out there and have it out there so people can go along, you know, this journey with me. All right, so the car, it's a 1989 Chevrolet Camaro, Berserker. I am the owner and operator of the Berserker Camaro. No, I'm not a Viking, nothing like that. It's just a cool name. If you do a Google search on what a Berserker actually is, it's a crazy Viking that's got mental instability, just, you know, just plain old crazy. And I thought that was a fitting name for this car, since it's pretty much has a mind of its own. So a little backstory on the car. I bought this car probably 6 or 7 years ago for like 800 bucks. It had a tired, worn out 350 in it that someone else had put in there. It was originally a I don't even know if it was a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder. Pretty sure it was a 2.8 though. And it was a stick shift car. But somebody had taken that stuff out, put an automatic in it, and put a 350 in there. And of course, the guy I bought it off of was like, oh, it's a 350 out of a Corvette. Yeah, right, okay. They're always out of a Corvette, but whatever. So I buy the car, I get it home. That motor wasn't in the car for a weekend before I yanked it out and sold it to a friend of mine for like 50 bucks. I did have a Corvette at the time. It was 1984 with that Crossfire nonsense in it that I had converted to a carbureted deal, and that car actually caught on fire. Well, the wiring harness caught on fire, so I got rid of it, but I kept the engine. So I had a real Corvette engine, I guess. That's a real Corvette engine. I mean, it was the factory motor out of a Corvette, so, but I kept that motor, and I rebuilt it, you know, rings and bearings and seals, stuff like that, and then did a Edelbrock top end kit on it, and then slapped it all together. So that was the motor that was in the car at first when I started driving it daily. And I was having a lot of problems with the car. Nothing worked right. The previous owner had just did a hack job on everything. And I had made the decision to just go ahead and make a race car out of it. So I took that that 350 Corvette motor that I actually had, and well, it was actually 30 over, so I guess it was a 355, and tried taking it to the track and whatnot. Blew up a couple 10 bolts in it. Transmission was garbage. Sprayed a little bit of nitrous through it, and that didn't last very long. That motor ended up eating itself. So fast forward a little bit, car was down for a while, built a 383 and put a bunch of money in that motor, put a bunch of nitrous in that motor. It loved it, and then that one started eating itself. Main bearings, to be exact. So yeah, that was interesting. Fast forward a little bit more, reach out to friends, Mullet Militia, talk about options. Obviously, it's 50-50s, like some were like stay old school, go LS. So I decided to go LS, and I had a buddy sell me a great package deal, you know, junkyard 5.3. He already had a carburetor and intake and MSD box and all that stuff. So I bought it off of my buddy and ran that deal for a little while. And it was all right, you know, just running like 150 shot on it. It had a torque converter that was way too tight in it. It had a dedicated custom nitrous converter in it that came with that package deal. And I think the car was running the best of like 660, 670, 680, somewhere around there. I don't really remember. But then I've done a lot of upgrades also to that as well. So let me rewind a little bit. So the car, when I started blowing up the 10 volts with the previous motor, I put a quick performance 9-inch in there, 456 gears, turbo 400 trans, built by Cameron's Torque Converter Services, torque converters from Cameron's Torque Converter Services. So yeah, but now, well, as of last year, it still had the same 5.3, but I completely rebuilt it, all new bearings, seals, everything. Went with Holley EFI, Terminator X, nitrous outlet, you know, Stinger 3, spraying a bunch of nitrous in a little 5.3, spraying 30 shot of nitrous. It was a 99 jet. I don't remember the exact pounds per hour. I want to say it was close to 1,100, something like that. I have it all wrote down in my little notebook. And that little stock bottom end 5.3 held up all season last year, and was doing really well. I had one video I had posted where I'm racing a friggin' pro mod, and I put everything I had in there. I grabbed the biggest jet I can find in my little pillbox, threw it in there, added a bunch of fuel, took a little bit more timing out, and put it on full send. And I think it went like a 143 60 foot on the back tires. Scared the crap out of me. Every time I get in this car and I let go of the button, it's an adventure. So anyways, moving right along. So my plans for the car right now are to get it finished. It's in pieces right now. Motor's at the machine shop. I'm building a different motor for it. High compression 6.0. Should be around 14 and a half to 1 compression. Rectangle port heads, bunch of nitrous, you know, completely forged bottom end. You know, I'm going to do it right this time. Because I want to be more competitive this year than I was last year. I did some small entry or free entry small tire shootouts last year and some low cost entry shootouts last year. Did more test and tune than anything the years prior. Yeah, this year I plan on being more competitive, doing more shootouts, and I'd like to dabble in the no prep scene, like the back of the track type stuff. When I went to the Thaw Out 2.0, that really caught my interest, and I think I'm gonna try that. So I would have a whole lot more content on the channel available had I started this channel like 2 or 3 months ago, when I was redoing the cage, redoing all the wiring, redoing everything on the car. But like I said, I've been up and down about doing this for a while, so yeah. A little bit more details about the car. So I already told you it's going to have a pretty stout 6-liter in it. I have to bring the pistons and rods to the machine shop this week, along with some money, and hopefully get it back within the next month. That's the plan. It has a turbo 400 in it. Like I said, it was built by Cameron's Torque Converter Services. I don't remember exactly what he did to it. All I do know is that it's pretty good. It's got good clutches in it. He did some modifications to it, and it's held up to everything I've thrown at it so far. The previous transmission was a hot mess, and yeah, that thing had to go. So Turbo 400, got the Terminator X on it. Like I said, I run the nitrous outlet Stinger 3, the dry progressive. I really like the Terminator. The nitrous management, the fuel management, the overall management is just phenomenal. I'll never go back to a carbureted deal ever again. I have learned so much about the Terminator X just by talking to people and trying different things. There's a lot of safeties built into it that, you know, you have to try really hard to mess anything up. It's got a quick performance rear end in the back of the car, like I said, 456 gears, 35 spline axle, drag spool. It's on a 28-10-5. I do run the cheap Jegs wheels all the way around. I like them. I don't care if they're, you know, super light, and you know what, they don't cost $1,000 a piece either. If I crash and wreck one and I have to buy another one, 120 bucks, I'll have another one in the mail, you know, in 2 days. So, whatever. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to some lighter weight stuff, but for now I'm fine. I did do the Strange Pro big brake kit on the front of the car, so you know that's good. It does have coilovers on the front, has AJE tubular cross member on the front, it has Viking shocks in the back, stock springs. It's got Midwest chassis, torque arm, fast shafts, drive shaft. What else? It's got Lexan windows, gutted doors. The rear hatch glass is still the same, but everything else is Lexan. Fiberglass hood. Can't really think a whole lot more. Camshaft, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually on my toolbox back there. That's the one that's going to be in the new motor. That's the Junkyard Dog Cam for a rectangle port, even though I don't think it really matters. You know, I watch a lot of Richard Holdner's videos, and he tested that theory, and it's really not that big of a difference. So anyways, I just wanted to introduce myself. Let you know a little bit about the car and some of the videos I'm going to be posting. I'll try to get as much stuff out there as possible. Like I said, the car is currently down, but there's still work to be done, and that work will be filmed. So, again, thank you for tuning in and watching. If you don't mind, you know, leave a comment, like or dislike. You know, everything is appreciated. It's all going to help me learn and get better. So I have thick skin. You don't have to worry about that whatsoever. But again, thank you, and until next time.